All right, what's up, everyone? Hope you guys are having an amazing week. For those that are wondering where I am, I'm actually in my new apartment in Tempe, Arizona, close to the Tempe Town Lake. Law has changed, and I'm excited to show you guys the apartment as soon as it's ready. But I'm still, as you can probably tell, like there's no wall art or nothing, so I'm still kind of decorating it. But I wanted to make this video, as you guys can probably tell from the title, about the problem with modern dating. For those that don't know, I am a 28-year-old single guy, and I've been single now for 5 years, I want to say. Um, and and I want to kind of talk about like the problems that I'm like dealing with. Um, I think there was like studies showing that you know that in today's day and age that there's just more single men and more single women than ever before. And so obviously I'm one of those single men, so I want to talk about like the problems that I'm facing. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of people will like agree with what I say, or probably already know this is probably old info, but I figured why not make a video about it. So since I'm one of those victims that are single. And the first problem that I would say, that we're in a very like weird situation with modern dating for men, is that men nowadays, there's social media, there's dating apps, um, there's internet, unfortunately even porn and stuff like that. And for men, it's if they see a pretty girl somewhere in public, they see a girl that they think is cute in public at the grocery store or at church or anywhere. um, Men nowadays like think twice, or they hesitate to go up to that girl. And the problem for that is because there's social media, there's um, dating apps, there's, like I said, porn. And so men, in order, there's many ways for men to satisfy themselves, um, into, like they can just DM a girl, OnlyFans, they can hop on a girl's OnlyFans, and, where you can message the girl on OnlyFans, but it's probably not even her, it's probably her, manager or whatever, or AI nowadays. Um, and, the man thinks that they're talking to that girl, and obviously, like, oh my God, like, the, um, I get this all the time with I don't use my Snapchat anymore, where I just have my friends, but um, like I have my Snapchat, well, it's now private, but I had it in public, and I used to get these messages from, these fake girls that used to try to get me to subscribe to their OnlyFans, and they would like say, "Hey, babe," blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I know, like, then I would have to, obviously I would block them and whatnot, but that's the problem with today's day and age that a lot of men face with, especially young men. They feel satisfied when it comes to um, talking to a girl. They think in their mind, they think they're talking to a girl, and they think that this girl is talking to them and whatnot. And so that's why they think twice about going up to the girl and actually asking for the number, the one that they think is pretty, and trying to actually start a real relationship with her. That's the problem that we're facing nowadays with men, right? The problem with women, that today's day and age we're facing, is that women have the same thing. Social media, they have dating apps, they just have so many guys all over their DMs. They have guys messaging them on these dating apps. If a woman has a lot of guys on their DMs, if a woman has a lot of guys liking their pictures, or sending them messages and always constantly talking to them, whenever a guy from the street just goes up to them and wants to talk to them and wants to get to know them, they're going to be a little bit more like, having their guard up. They're going to be a little bit more uh, not wanting to, start a real relationship, because they have so many guys on their, Instagram or on their dating app, or all that stuff, right? Back in the day, if a man went up to a woman and she found him attractive or handsome, cute, whatever, um, there was no social media, there was no none of that. So she would actually have to think twice about talking to this guy, and she would have to put some effort into it. And um, now she doesn't have to because, especially if she's attractive, obviously, but she doesn't have to because she has so many guys all over her DMs and or her dating app or whatever. So she has options in her mind. She has options, and that's why she's going to um, not want to pursue you or pursue a guy that is actually going up to them in public, or start trying to get a real relationship or anything like that, because she has options. And so that's the problem we're dealing with in today's day and age of the modern dating. And so I guess that's one, like, probably the biggest problem, and I'm guessing that's why the studies are showing that there's just more single people than ever before in today's world. And so now, going talking about me now and the problem that I'm facing, is that you know I I know this in girls, and I see it in girls that do this, that want to compare me or want to play these mind games with me, or try to play these mind games with me. And I I don't like to waste my time doing that. You know, like I said, I'm 28 years old now. But back when I was 23, I want to say, yeah, probably I want to say from 20 to like probably 24 years old, I was just dating a lot of girls, and I had my recent relationship. I think it ended at 23, and I learned a lot about women and how they are, and all of them always try to play this mind game. They want to see your reaction. They want to see how much you actually. They want to see how you react towards a situation, and they want to see how much they can try to get away with, right? Now jumping to today. Um, when a girl tries to do that, I automatically just distance myself from that girl. I don't like to play these mind games. I'm focused like 100% on my career and my, trying to be better. Because when I was in my last relationship, I wasn't, I was obviously in love for, I loved the woman I was with, and but I wasn't satisfied with my career wise because I was a high school dropout. I was working at a job I hated, and I didn't know. I really didn't like know what I was going to do with my life, and so I know that getting myself into a relationship is not going to solve my problem of feeling like lonely or sad, or maybe if I find a relationship I'll be happy. I know that's not going to find the solution, and this is why I say God is the one that will give you that peace of mind. I'm not saying God is going to make you happy, but it's going to give you peace. And I've made previous videos about this if you want to check them out. But so I know that, and that's why I'm just focused on myself and my career, to the point to where I'll talk to girls. I'll take out a girl here and there every once in a while on a coffee date, or to go grab some food or a drink. Um, but if I see a red flag, or I see something where a mind game that they try to play with me, or they want me to pursue, or they want me to you know try to keep do something with them, I don't do it. I don't do it. And I know, eventually it will come to the point, if I really meet the girl that I really like and I know is worth pursuing, I will do it, but you see, even then, like, whenever I sense that a girl is comparing me to another guy, I am the type that I just say, okay, you want to compare me? You can just go ahead and be with that other guy, right? And I know that's probably like an ego thing that I need to work on, and I probably need to stop doing if I really want to try to win a girl. But I don't want to have to feel like I have to win the girl. You know what I mean? I want it to be natural, to where she sees the value that I have to give. I see the value that she gives, and we both know that we're soulmates, right? And we were meant to be together, and we support each other, and we're loyal, we respect one another, and we value each other, right? That's what I want. I don't want to have to feel like I won you or I stole you or whatever. Like that's just not me. And today's day and age with, I see so many girls that um, they'll end a relationship that they were with, and within like 3 months they're already into another relationship. When I see that, I just ask myself, like, dude, like, how is that something that you even value if this girl cannot even be single, or she can't even like be on solitude for more than 3 months. She has to feel like um, she's like with someone in order for her to feel happy and whatnot. That is just a huge red flag for me. And that's one thing about me, is that I actually enjoy my solitude. This is one of the main reasons why I got my own apartment. I used to live with two roommates, and I actually enjoy my solitude. I love my solitude, my peace. I come home and it's just, my own space. I have everything where I left it. I love that. And I always tell myself that if I'm going to bring someone into my life, that she's going to benefit it. She is not going to make it more chaos and and uh, and make my life more not miserable, more more dramatic than it needs to be. And so, you know, when I told myself that, my next relationship that I was going to get into was because I plan on marrying that girl. It wasn't to waste my time. It's not going to be just because I feel lonely, or I don't like being alone, or I don't like being single, and I want to get into a relationship so I have someone that I can talk to or whatnot. That's just not me. I told myself I don't like to waste my time personally. So if I told myself in the next relationship that I get myself into, it's because I want to actually marry this girl and start a family with her. And so I'm just being patient with that. And meanwhile, I'm working on myself and my career and what I can, be, and my health, and trying to be the best possible version that I can be. Not only for me, but also for my parents, and for my future family, my future kids, and my future wife, right? Um, and so, you know, so I guess, that's the problem that I'm just facing, today's day and age. It's just that, I don't know. I think a lot of it really depends too on the city that you live in. I I value traditional traits or traditional values. Getting married. You know, um, having God as your number one, thing in your relationship. Um, and so, this Western world is just very. I can just tell it's just separating itself. It seems like every single day from God, and it seems like women nowadays too are also trying to normalize the thing about that they can have sex before marriage, that they can just keep dating a bunch of different men until they find one that finally asks them to marry them, um, or even to the point where they'll just be in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 years plus with the same man, and do those same things, right? They'll still have sex with them. They'll move in with them, and they'll do all these things that you're supposed to do when you're getting married, to the point where the guy does not even feel like he has to propose, or he doesn't even have to marry her. Why? Because you're already giving. If you're a woman, you're already giving everything that a man should value for whenever he gets married with you. or he gains for when he gets married with you. And that's the problem, right? And so, um, yeah, I see it all the time. I see girls that have been in relationships for so long, and I don't know. I personally, like I said, I my last relationship, we dated for like a year and a half, and that was honestly, that was more than enough time for me to know if I wanted to marry her or not. And so when I see these, couples that have been together for 3, 4, 5 years, I just like ask myself, like what are you doing? At that point, it's like either get married or just move on, because it's like, I don't know. But then again, I that's just because I value traditional values or traditional traits, and that's just who I am, right? So that's just the problem, I guess, that we're facing nowadays, or I'm facing. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably facing as well. And then like, there's a lot of videos on TikTok that, or TikTok or Instagram, whatever, YouTube Shorts, all these short content about these guys that go up to girls and say, what's a red flag in a guy, or what's this and that, what's something you don't like in a guy. And guys, I'm telling you, this is one of the most unhealthiest things. And for these guys that make these videos, I have zero respect for them. I know they're only doing it to get views, to get all these, to get the algorithm to start all these, arguments in the comments, start a war between women and men. But because, and then these women, and think about it, think about where these people he's actually going. These guys that make these videos are going and asking these women. These women are in the streets, in the club. They're not valuable women either way. So, a lot of them say like, oh, I need a guy that's over 6 foot, that makes over six figures a year, blah, blah, blah. And just, they're saying a bunch of things, right? Let's just say there's a guy that's 5'4" or 5'5". And guys, let me tell you something. There's a woman for all of us in this world, okay? Those women that say, oh, I need a guy that's over 6 foot. Oh, I need a guy that has six-pack abs, or I need a guy that makes six figures a year. If they have those, if that's their mindset, it's not even worth dating them. All right, leave them where you found them. But let's just say a guy's 5'5" or 5'6", and he sees that video. He sees a girl that's probably 5'5", a little shorter. He's going to think twice about wanting to go up to her and stuff. So this is the problem we're facing. Sad reality is that we're facing this is the world that we live in. Obviously, back in the day, you didn't have social media, so you wouldn't see that. So men had more courage to go up to the woman, right? And women had to be more willing to talk to them, because there wasn't internet or social media and all these guys all over their DMs. So that's just the problem we're facing. Anyways, so yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments if you're, what you're going through, if you're single and you're, you know, dealing with the same situations, or if you're, what you think about what I, talked about. And yeah, I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. And if you watched it all the way towards the end, I appreciate you guys watching. I make videos, for those that are new. I make videos about God. I make videos about real estate, about self-improvement, about stuff like this. So if that's something that you would like to see in the future, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate all the support. I'll leave all my links down below, on my Instagram, my TikTok. If you're looking for a real estate agent out here, I am licensed, and I would love to help you buy or sell your home. So yeah, you can email me. I'll put an email down below, or you can go on my page. I'll leave all those links so that you can just contact me like that. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.